So what I would like you to do is, I'd like you to try this. First of all, I'd like you to breathe in and out through the nose, and the nose is more than just the two holes in the face. A number of reasons of the importance of breathing through the nose is, one of the reasons is that it improves arterial oxygen uptake. So in other words, when we breathe through the nose, there's 50% more resistance than breathing through the mouth, and that helps to improve the amount of oxygen in the blood by between 10 and 20%. That's research that's been published by Timmons and Lay. The nose is also a reservoir for the gas nitric oxide. So when we breathe gently and slowly and softly through the nose, it picks up nitric oxide, and nitric oxide performs a number of very important functions in the human body. One of those functions, of course, is it sterilizes the incoming air. A second function is that it helps open up the blood vessels. So bringing nitric oxide through the nose into the lungs, into the blood, is a potent vasodilator. Nitric oxide helps to reverse the buildup of plaque, reverses cholesterol. It also plays a role in neurotransmission and helps keep the body in homeostasis, in other words, in balance. So by breathing gently through the nose and softly through the nose at all times, in every situation, even during sleep, we're not only bringing the optimal amount of oxygen into the blood, but because we have optimum levels of the gas carbon dioxide, which is not a waste gas, we need a certain amount of it. And one of the functions of carbon dioxide is that it's a catalyst for the release of oxygen from the red blood cells. So in very simple terms, when we breathe in through the nose, oxygen arrives in the small air sacs, passes into the blood, and is carried in the blood by hemoglobin molecules. But when hemoglobin is releasing oxygen, it releases it in the presence of carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide, having a sufficient amount of carbon dioxide or CO2 in the body, is of absolute importance because it's carbon dioxide that determines the release of oxygen. Just having oxygen alone, I spent many years breathing through my mouth. I was highly stressed, highly racing mind, and also I would wake up exhausted every morning. Because of course, when you look at the physiology of mouth breathing, it can reduce the amount of oxygen reaching the brain. Hyperventilation or overbreathing, which is including mouth breathing, can reduce the amount of oxygen that's reaching the brain by up to 50%. It's no wonder people who are mouth breathing, they've got poor concentration, they're tired, they're exhausted, and oftentimes, stressed, racing mind, etc. So breathing through the nose is really a vital component of it. It helps to maintain regular carbon dioxide in the blood.